It's going to be a quick lesson on object construction, where we're going to be creating a person object. So bringing together the first name and last name in an object called full name, and then referencing that object that we're creating as a new object using the new keyword and full name, which is the name of the function, and then using the this keyword to create the object property values, first name, last name, and full. Let's create an object constructor where we're going to bring together the first and last name using JavaScript. So first off, let's create a function, and that function will create the full name, and it's going to require two parameters, and the first one is going to be the first name, and the second parameter is going to be the last name, and we're going to bring them together as one object. So using this keyword and the first name value, and I'm going to actually uppercase these so that we have it as a camel case, and we're going to set this as the result for first name, and then using this last name, we're going to set that as the result for last name. So once we create this person, the function is going to pull together the first name and the last name and contain it within the full name object. So let's create the value where we have the first person. We'll just give it a variable name of person1. And then we create a new full name using the string values and then the last name of the string value. And then within the console, let's output the result that we get for person. So the result we get for person is going to be the first name and the last name as we're passing in those parameters. We can create other people as well using the same object constructor. And this is what's a very simple example of creating and constructing objects. And then we'll output all of these different people out into the console. So now if we want to access that person's first name, we'll create the value using the template literals, and then the variable for person1 and first name, and person1 with the last name, and we'll return back the result. And let's output that into the console. So that outputs the result into the console. And also, because this is a object that we're constructing, we can add in within the object full, and that can take in the values of first name, and we can add in a space as well, so creating a string, and then also have the value of last name. And we can do this within a template literal format, so it makes it a little bit more easier to read with the spacing. And I'm going to use the backticks, so using the $sign and the curly brackets, and once again the $sign in order to bring the JavaScript code in. So now if we want to see the result for full, we have the full name listed within that result. So each one of these, if we want to return back the full name, we can access that property using either the dot notation or the bracket notation, and that will output the full results into the console.